morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Muimun News Team. We will brief you on the situation in Georgia. But before addressing the current events, it is important to provide some information about the situation in Georgia.
The Caucasian country of Georgia used to be a part of the Soviet Union and has been rather unstable since it gained statehood. It consists of several different regions, some struggling for independence, and the power of the central government to control its own territory is often doubted. Due to its location, Georgia is of specific strategic importance, especially for the EU and NATO countries. It connects the energy-rich Caspian Sea region with Turkey, and thus can be a host for pipelines to the west that do not cross Russian territory. Moscow has long been accused of intentionally destabilizing Georgia in order to keep its significant political influence and to prevent Georgia from becoming a close ally of the Western countries. Russian troops were positioned in 2 Georgian regions until 2007, when Moscow kept its promise and withdrew. However, the troops remained close to the border. In January 2008, the pro-Western Georgian president, Saakashvili, was re-elected in what many claim were manipulated elections. Unrests and uprisings followed throughout the divided and unstable country. Finally, the situation escalated, and there was an attempt to assassinate the president and other high-level officials by an oppositional group that many claim was controlled by Russia.
Now, following the turbulences after the attempted assassination, Russian troops have re-entered Georgian territory. They have been positioned in areas close to the Nabucco gas pipeline, a facility mainly constructed by the EU.
European experts believe that the Russian troops will endanger the completion of the Nabucco pipeline and that Moscow is attempting to manifest European dependence on Russian energy resources. The European states have criticized Russia's actions as being aggressive and alleged that Moscow is responsible for creating the unstable situation in Georgia in order to reinstall their troops. Moscow, however, denied any such involvement. As a result of the EU-Russian dispute, Russia has cut off its supply of oil and gas to Europe. In a joint declaration, the NATO states considered the possibility of sending troops into Georgia to prevent the young democracy from collapsing.
The United States called upon the Security Council to debate the situation and to pass a UN mandate for military intervention in Georgia. However, a draft resolution was immediately vetoed by Russia, leaving the Council deadlocked. This situation has created great concern about the potential of the UN system to function in crisis. UN Secretary-General Anna Angston addressed the press before the UN headquarters in Münster.
As Muimun Secretary-General, I am completely worried about the situation in Georgia, and I urge all nations to discuss possible solutions to this situation. It is very worrying for me to see the Security Council completely unable to face a potential catastrophic situation, and I must admit that I feel reminded of the time of the Cold War, where the UN was unable to fulfill its most important role.
Since this statement was made, the situation in Georgia has become even worse. Russian troops have destroyed several villages and have killed about 300 Georgians, including women and children. According to Russian officials, the military actions were necessary to break up groups of Georgian terrorists.
The EU and NATO countries are now openly considering to send NATO troops into Georgia without UN mandate. However, there is consent that this, more than anything else, carries the potential of a full-scale war with Russia, who will not tolerate NATO troops so close to its borders. Russia denies any involvement in the attacks. Moscow claims that it is acting for the benefit of Georgia's security and that their actions are necessary to prevent the unrest of affecting the Russian border regions. According to President Putin's spokesman, NATO is planning to illegally invade Georgia only for reasons of energy security.